Okay, friends, so I am here at the tiny house. This is my first time seeing the tiny house since I decided to put a long-term tenant in the house earlier this year. I'll link the YouTube video that explains all about why I decided to do that and step away from short-term rentals, at least for now, and as heavily as I was. But I'm so excited to finally be back in here. So let's go see the damage that's been done, in addition to just some of the changes that have happened since you all first saw the tour about a year ago. So let's go. Okay, so hopefully you all can hear me, but this is the view of the tiny house. Hi, this is the view of the tiny house now, and as you can see, there is a bit of wear and tear that we can clearly see. This rug is definitely going to have to be replaced. All of this was brand new, guys. Oh my god, y'all know this is like my little baby. So seeing all of this, it's not bad. So just for full transparency, I've already had the cleaners come through and clean before I even got here, honestly, because it was pretty messy in here, and I just couldn't do that. So in order for me to see everything and then also see just any pieces that I might need to charge the people that were in here for, I needed to have it all clean. So now that it's clean, I don't feel too terrible. Honestly, most of this feels like typical wear and tear. So I see there, trying to find some other places. Under there is just small wear and tear. Here, that is off. And then let's give the loft a look as well. So it definitely looks like the walls are gonna need to be possibly cleaned or at least repainted. If I recall correctly, and I may have to insert some photos, but this mattress probably needs to be replaced. It was filthy from the photo that my cleaner sent me. So it's not too bad. Definitely see some things here. This might need to have some more grout, but for the most part, not bad. Yeah, typical wear and tear. So I really don't know. And then this as well. So they actually broke those. And shower still looks good. Some extra clean is definitely needed and scrub into the white grout. I'm starting to feel like the white grout was a bad idea on the floor. Definitely starting to feel that. But nonetheless, good. So, all in all, not bad. Not terrible. So I have some contractors slated to just come and do a bit of remodeling. And I say light remodeling, just like light retouches, just making sure that everything is good. But I think we are good to go. Let's go here. So yeah, I'm honestly unsure what I want to do next with this space. Earlier this year, I was actually toggling with taking the furniture out of here and actually leveraging this as some kind of pier space. But again, just going back to my reasoning for stepping out of the short-term rental space, pier space isn't necessarily conducive to that reasoning, only because I stepped out of the space because I knew that short-term rentals were pretty much kind of taking up housing stock from the people that really needed it. So it got to a point where I began receiving messages from people who are right here in the city, and they were asking for a discount, extended stays. They were telling me their story of how, you know, they've been displaced out of their own apartments because the rent has increased so much. And that's what initially led me to really like shut down most of the Airbnbs, shut down the short-term rentals, and really get some people in here who need housing. So students, medical workers, elders, and that's really what I've started to do. And honestly, even though my income has taken a major hit, the impact has been insane. The people that I've been able to help, and just the growth that they've been able to experience from having a stable place to live. So as I think about what I want to do next with this space, it's likely still going to be residential. It's still going to be somewhere where folks can come and something stable. But with the current market, and honestly, like being completely transparent, with me needing additional cash flow right now, I've thought about the idea of at the very least putting this one back on Airbnb. So let me know your thoughts. I don't know, guys, like, should I keep doing, I know if I do the students and just other folks and have them in here long term, I'll probably only be able to cap it at maybe about $1,500 to $1,800 a month, which is still a good amount of cash. But in order for me to really pay everything that I need to pay, taxes for making all of the money that I made last year, I need some additional cash flow. And I mean cash flow, like when this house was on Airbnb and we were able to pull, you know, $3,000–$4,000 a month very easily. But again, it's kind of that conviction I'm receiving in my heart of people who need it. So how can I get that amount of return? That is really like what I'm ideating on. How can I get that amount of return while also being able to provide folks with stable housing, or really making the impact that I want to make? I don't just want to rent to the people that are coming in town for vacation and they can pay the highest dollar anymore. I don't want to do that. I want my spaces and everything in my portfolio to really be something that's making an impact in people's lives, rather than making a certain segment of the population lives extremely harder. So I don't know, that's all I have. I still think the space looks great, super proud of it, but I definitely viewed this as my baby, and my baby has a lot of wear and tear now. So we'll see, but I will keep you all posted on just updates, what I do end up doing, and how this comes together, because I'm feeling a bit of redesign. So yeah.